Hey there, my fellow virtuous drivers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Dustland Delivery, Episode 6, Being a Good Neighbor. A lot of our searching has actually been pretty fruitful so far, which is good. We had very, very low scrap going into the swamp, but we're coming out of it with a pretty good fuel, pretty good scrap, and no one has gotten infected or attacked or anything. And we're about to... Oh, no. I did not mean to dip into this forest. Let's reset this. Let's get out of this forest. And we're not moving at all. Almost all of our horsepower is gone. We have a fifth of what we normally would have, which is why we're not moving. That's why I hate the forest unless you have winches. There we go. We're out of the forest. And we went back into it. Stop. Before we head all the way into town, I'm going to collect some rainwater while it was heavy rain, which gives us wastewater, which I can... Because when it's raining, you get more rain... You get more water when you collect it, which allows me to cool down the engine. Let's trade with these guys, and we'll trade for food. I had mentioned wanting more medkits, just in case. They're really nice to have on hand. We're going to need to burn a lot of stress while we're here. And taking a look, we should buy wood for wheat stock. We'll hit up the side story and then go to Clunkertown. So Clunkertown needs thread, honey, milk, cloth. And there isn't a surplus of any of that here. So just wood. Please have good people or good contracts here. One hookup for a little stress. And maybe this guy. Okay, stress is manageable. I'm going to do cloud again at the end. So stress has been fixed for the most part for both me and the technician. We'll take a look at if any of the people here are good crafters. Here we go! Kia! Has a crafting of 25. That's perfect. We will hire you. The bartender has a high speech. The guy that we have with us has really low attack. So maybe I would say, if anything, we would want one more person that can fight decently. But there's no one else to hire here, and we don't really want the bartender. So, let's look at the contracts then. Because maybe we can get paid heading back home. That'd be great. Wrong direction. Is there more than one machinist? Or are they infected? You mean this person? They're infected. Everything has been the wrong direction so far. So we just talked to the attendant, so we'll do marksman, warrior, machinist, and mystery. Wrong direction. Right direction, but too far. Way too far. And last chance. Totally wrong direction. Alright, well that's not happening. Kia, I am going to level up your crafting skill. So your traits, Negotiator and Teetotaler. Oh, you know, we actually might get along, and you're quite charming, in fact. Way more charming than Chopper here. I'm not, I mean, you know, whichever happens, happens. Because, so in that case, when Technician levels up, I should invest in her crafting, because her crafting is almost high enough that she could take over the job herself. In fact, with that in mind, is there clothing to help with crafting? Charm? No. Headwear? Yeah, I could do a safety helmet. So I'm going to learn how to make a safety helmet. And make one. So that no matter what... Now her crafting's 33. So whichever of these two people I end up like pairing off with, the other one can become the jewelry smith. And departing. So I'll give you the glasses for now. Man, her focus is really high. Makes me want to keep her instead. She's also more charming and has traits in common. Whereas I have sociable traits in common with her, but sociable doesn't really help. Oh, is she into girls? Oh, she is. Never mind. So it's definitely still going to be Technician. All right, let's switch the equipment around. Make her just amazing at crafting. Thanks for noticing that. We just arrived at a pile of corpses. Let's bury them. And kill the ones that want to fight us. Because it was a small horde that died instantly. Burying them is a virtuous thing to do. If you were wondering. So they don't have enough money to buy all of the wood? Oh, I forgot to sell my sugarcane at some point, huh? So we'll buy some spare tires. Buy some books. Slightly overpriced, but that's fine. Sell the wood. Who wanted sugarcane? Man, I don't even remember anymore. Let's search for who needs sugarcane. Maybe there's someone on the way over where we're headed. That's not on the way. Sugarcane should have been sold at the day-night factory. I forgot. Okay, I'll just have sugarcane in the car for now. In the truck for now. And just, you know, it's fine. The other thing I could try to do is get clothing that helps with my cabin mates. Like get sportswear for Charm and Fitness or tactical wear. So like one more fiber for tactical wear would be good. So let's see if I can't buy... Oh, there's no junk dealers here. Now, if you're wondering, you can interact and try to trade junk. And it's possible that they have junk like fiber to buy. The reason I don't tend to do that is the price that you get doing this kind of barter is really, really bad. So even if I did find someone that had some here's someone that has fiber, because I needed one more fiber. So his base price is 15. I'm asking for one of them. The base price of these gears is 7. I'll try 3 of them. Even a 15 to 21 ratio gives me a success chance of 57%. You can see why I don't bother doing this sort of like goods barter. Because it's not... I'll try that. Okay, that was successful. Because generally it's really not in your favor. Unless you're desperate. Oh, this doesn't have a library though. We have a library back at Monte Muerte, so I'll just learn it there. I'm definitely looking forward to getting rid of 2 of my cabin mates so that the cost of driving goes down. Plus, they'll be able to start manufacturing stuff, which is also good. I am throwing these characters into a city I own. Yeah. Both of them have jobs lined up. Let's try to visit the oasis. Nice! It existed. So that was restful and de-stressing. When it's a mirage, it's the opposite. It was a bit of a gamble. Technician wants to be friends with me. What do I say? Yes. So now... I have 100% opinion, 100 opinion of them. They have a 78 opinion of me. It's happening. I might have manipulated... Oh, and, yeah, I might have manipulated the situation a little bit in my favor, but it's happening. Unpaid interns? I guess. I pay them up front when they sign with me. Not that that's... There is a salary mode in the game where you pay regular salary to everyone. I just don't have that enabled. Alright, I doubt any of these guys have jobs for me that are anywhere I want to go. Oh, that one's not terrible. I'll consider that, but it would be self-procured ore. But I have ore? I'll take it. It'll be the only self-procured one that I've decided to take on so far. That one's way too far. I've never met you before. I'm not going to like you because you're a heavy drinker. And wow, that is super far away. Oh, I didn't mean to get frisky with you, old man. No, 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 no. Alright, this town wants none of the materials I have on me. We already checked the bar. I don't really need the inn because no one's tired because we just set up in the oasis. Thread, honey, milk, and cloth I don't think are being sold here. Nope. So we're just going to depart. Oh, come on with this rain. And we get attacked by zombies in the rain. Oh, it's a tiny horde. They'll get one shot. Swing! Alright, I'll set out in the heavy rain, because it just is gonna... I could try to get a forecast, but generally when the weather's really bad, like heavy rain, there's no forecast to be got, because it's interfering. Ooh, a massive swarm? Let's ram them. And it didn't even damage our truck. Perfect. Alright, the rain lightened up a bit. Or, no, not yet. Not far off the road, you see what seems to be a cave. You disembark and get closer. You find an assortment of equipment scattered around the mouth of the cave. You're unable to see the end of the cave from here. Let's explore. In front of you is a two-way fork. Let's think carefully. Using the direction of the wind flow, you manage to figure out the path deeper into the cave. So it's a three-way fork. We'll take the middle path. You find a swarm of infected, and we'll fight them. There's bodies all over the place, laden with succulent meat. Want to take it with you? No thanks, freak. Let's take the left path. Arriving at what seems to be the deepest part of the cave, you find dead bodies scattered around. As you ponder what they were doing here and what happened to them, you spot a large crate. The large crate is filled with supplies labeled emergency relief supplies. Intended destination is stamped on the other side. Let's deliver this food. Virtue +5. I leveled up. And it started the side quest of food delivery. If I leveled up, let's go for speech. We're getting a little stressed, though. Copy that. I can confess my love for Technician. Success rate 100%. You and Technician have been through a lot together. You're now an item. Oh, you know, I was saying I was stressed. Yeah, no, what I meant to say is I'm hooking up with Technician. Oh, I'm fatigued. Shoot. I'm gonna sleep. And then get attacked. Can you not? Nothing like a blue ball and zombie. Alright, let's try that again. No, come on, I slept. And then hook up. There we go. You and Technician reduce a lot of stress. Peller and Hunter just can't look. It's killing them. Their stress has increased. Yeah, I don't care about you guys. Alright, so there's the quarantine center and the food delivery, so I'm gonna do both. We'll be a good mensch and do both. You arrive at the quarantine center that the robot described. A massive fortress-like structure with a strange contraption on its door. Try to enter. The strange contraption scans you. After a few seconds, the door opens. You aren't exactly sure what it scanned for, but it looks like you passed. While exploring the quarantine center, you find a massive room filled with countless rows of strange pod-like devices. Laying aside the pods are human beings of all shapes and sizes. On the wall of the room, you see a bulletin of some sort. Though much of it, the text faded and became illegible. You also see a note, a door labeled control room. Let's examine the pods. The people in the pods are hooked up to a network of tubes. They look serene. Examine the bulletin. Nat Center. I'm not going to read this because it's barely readable. 1. Place projection. 3. Yeah, it's fairly gibberish. Control room. You enter the room with a large monitor, below which sits a keyboard and microphone. Not long after you enter, the monitor flashes text. Is someone there? Who are you? Reply. Oh, thank Wave Father. Finally, I found someone. Please, you have to get me out of this place. You approach the microphone. We're explorers. We stumbled upon this room while exploring the quarantine center. Who are you? A human, I think. Born and raised in Paradiso. Or at least that's what I've been led to believe. If I'm not wrong, maybe my real body is sitting in a pod somewhere. Where are you? A lovely little island called Paradiso. It's a nice place. So yeah, they're obviously in the Matrix. Everyone's happy, of course. They don't realize they're trapped in a simulation. What do you need us to do? You ever get a sense you're living in a simulation, like your entire life was fake? Like most people, I just dismissed it as a fun thought experiment until I found what I can only describe as a manual override. It's hard to explain, but I managed to gain limited control over this of the simulation console. And I need someone on your side of the reality to actually open my pod and let me out of here. Use the console. The password is Enmidian. I am going to help him. The moment you enter the password, an alarm starts blaring and the monitor begins flashing a warning message. Unauthorized user detected. Security will be with you shortly. Please present them your credentials. Blast doors hidden in the walls suddenly open up and step out several armed robots. We're going to hack them. You quickly poke around the console and manage to initiate a manual override of the robot's security protocols. The robots immediately power down. You start navigating through the console, eventually stumbling across the experiment's archives. You find a massive amount of automatically collected data, as well as manually written log entries. Most of these entries have been corrupted. You find a few that are still partially readable. Eminian, the January 2, we've done it. Paradiso is online. The first test case of Project Eminian. So there's a lot to read here. I am going to be a bad storyteller and pull this guy out of the simulation. Peddler reached level 5 and used the console to open his pod. Navigating through the console, you find a way to safely disengage him from the simulation. As life support systems gradually power down, the door of his pod automatically pops open. He takes a few frantic breaths as soon as he stabilizes into a steady rhythm. He opens his eyes. For the first time, you tell him, welcome to the real world. Trucker has joined. Test subject wants to join you, but the truck is full. He'll head to the bar in Monument. So he's heading to our home and waiting for us there. So we got another companion in that as a result of that. And, oh, I don't have books. Okay. So let's set up. If I don't have books, I'm going to need to buy them soon, because I can't learn the blueprint I want to learn without them. So, let's do a quick... Well, I'll do a search after this. You arrive at a heavily fortified city, the intended destination of the food you found in the cave. The guards at the gate stop you and ask what you're doing here. State my business. The guards are elated when they hear why you've come. They let you inside, soon to discover that you've been maybe getting more than bargained for. The guards explain that the city is in the grips of a severe famine. The food you brought will help, but it won't be enough for everyone. The person who delivered the food, they asked if you have any instructions on how it should be distributed. Distribute it equally or based on need, or supplement the supplies with your own food. I'm going to do that. The guards thank you profusely and pay you handsomely. It feels good to help out, though you're better stock up when you're able. So we gain scrap and cores. Cores are really nice to find. So we want anywhere that has books. We can also make books out of scrap paper, but it's kind of expensive. It's better just to buy them. So closest books would be up here, and we already have a quest to go up there, so that's perfect. How much food do we have? 8 days. It's plenty. Alright, we're in Clunkertown. Let's buy water. Tire. And that's it. And bring my companions back to our HQ. That quest needs ore, yes? Yes, it does. Ore is very commonly sold kind of everywhere. It's very easy to buy ore. Like, I can buy ore at Oreville right next to Metropole. So, that's not so much an issue. Alright, we arrived home. So, managing the city. I am assigning Hunter to make jewelry, and Peddler to get more ore. So here, as you can see, the skill disparity. He has a speech of 29, so he gains 10 ore, whereas she has a speech of 16, so she gains 5. So because he's so good at his job, he's getting double the yield. So it's really good to assign people into positions that they're good at. In terms of buildings, let's see. I'm going to upgrade our defenses one more time. That brings our prosperity just shy of getting attacked. And then I'm going to move all of the ammo and all of the remaining building materials into storage here to lighten up our load in the truck. And I'll move one of the medkits too. Where sits? Thank you for the resub. Then I'm going to... I'm actually not going to take the ore. I'm going to let them start manufacturing jewelry with it. But I am definitely going to sleep in my apartment. Hell yeah. And hook up with the new partner. She needs to be better in bed. I know how terrible that sounds, but I might want to have a way to raise her charm. So that I don't hate her. I know it sounds terrible, but so sorry, partner, but you're gonna have to wear this dress for me. Let's just call it my kink. Alright, there we go. So now we're both happy and relaxed. That's good. How heavy is the truck? Alright, we have plenty of overhead. So I have a lot of scrap on me, but let's consider some of the weapons that I can make before I head out. So we eventually want to make the semi-automatic rifle, which requires bolt-action rifles, which requires standard pistols, which require muskets and pipe guns. Oh, I don't know how to make pipe guns. So let's study that as well. So the standard pistol is made by a musket and a pipe gun. And the musket and pipe gun both require steel pipes. Steel pipes require pipe clubs, metal clubs. So we'll make 2 metal clubs. Wow, one of them was legendary. And also 2 bats. No, that was a blade. Shoot, I didn't mean to make that. 2 bats. So now that allows us to make 2 steel pipes. And then that leads us to a pipe gun and a musket, which is the prerequisite for a standard pistol. I know it's crazy, but just go with it. So now I can make 1 standard pistol. And then the standard pistol plus a steel pipe becomes a bolt-action rifle. And this requires a metal club and a bat. For a steel pipe. So, wait, where am I? Here we are. Okay, I created one of the 2 bolt-action rifles required for a semi-automatic rifle. I definitely don't have the materials for the second one. But the good news is I have a bolt-action rifle on me. Let me try to make some of the prerequisites. Maybe I'll make a musket for technician. So that, like, we both have a firearm. So when we get attacked, we can shoot a little bit. Maybe not accurately, but at least... And it was an advanced one. Good. What's a pipe gun cost? Okay, I'm out of material for the pipe gun. So you get a musket. But it's an advanced musket. There's also the gun parts to make them more accurate. So I'm going to make 2 sights as well. Ooh, one's legendary. One's advanced. Okay, so I will take the legendary. And you get the advanced. Feel pretty good about this setup. Do I have ammo? I don't. But I can manage the city and take their ammo. Because the city's not going to get attacked. So I'll take half the ammo. Or half plus 1. Okay, I need more books, but that's fine. So we're in pretty good position here. Let's leave. And maybe if I get, I'll try to get in a fight purposefully at this depot here. But if we, ooh, you know what? That's really the wrong direction. We want to be going over here for ore. So I want to be going over to, where did I identify where I could buy ore? Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. There we go. Oh, the dude in the bar. Right, true. Bar. Trucker. So he is a test subject who has really good intellect. Holy moly. And pretty good crafting. Cool. He's full of beans and hates driving. Well, if you hate driving, good news. You can be assigned to repairing the defenses. So range defense goes up. We have a thriving little city here. Just so that you guys can see the result of getting attacked, I'm going to intentionally increase the prosperity of Monte Muerte above 10. So I'm adding strong defenses. Monte Muertes now has a prosperity of 11 and has a 44% chance of attack. And my hope is that cosplayer here is ready to defend. I mean, she is a zombie after all, so... Alright, old train. Let's recon them. They don't seem dangerous, so let's buy food, because we had donated our food to those hungry. Oh, here we go. Here's an attack. So it's a horde of 57, and we missed. Hit once, hit once, hit once, hit twice. Miss. Hit. Melee. And victory. And we gain scrap as a result. I'm probably going to want more defenders than that. Because you really don't want the horde getting too close to your town. Because if the defender becomes hurt, they stop defending. So it is safety in numbers as well. But yeah, that's what that fight looks like. And they don't happen too frequently. But you can kind of see how that works there. Full of beans, doesn't that mean he's annoying to be around? No, no, no. Full of beans means like you're energetic. You're full of life. We have a small town. Very, very modest, but able to defend itself. Maybe there's some more deliveries. Nope. Oh, there was a caravan here. I don't want to interact with the caravan. We did need more iron for like a whole bunch of stuff, so I'll do that. Alright. Singer, what about you? What do you have? You got some fiber? Cool. I wouldn't mind trying to make a nice big bed for me and the technician. Winky face. But yeah, I don't quite have the fiber for that. Oh, she leveled up. And I only have one book, so I won't actually be able to level her up for anything. I don't think there was anything we were selling here. I can't believe we still have the sugarcane that I haven't been able to off. Is anywhere nearby want to buy sugarcane? Oh, yeah. The pear tree farm does. A pile up. Let's navigate around it. And it took a while. Do we grab ore? That's literally where I'm headed. Headed to a place that sells ore. right, before we overheat, use some of that rainwater. Cool it down. And one of the things you might be able to notice is my time that I can drive before I get fatigued is much, much higher because of the comfort and because of the seating pad and also fitness. So the tactical wear that I'm wearing adds fitness. Fitness is resistance to fatigue. So comfort, parts, clothing, they all help you stay in the driving seat longer. But now we're both fatigued, so... Ooh, let's rest with the travelers. That fixes our fatigue issue. It's one of the big advantages of having high virtue is you can rest with caravanning with other people. Because there's definitely safety in numbers. The chance of you being attacked when you're resting with other people is very low. So here we are in Orville, where we're going to pick up our 300 ore to be able to deliver it to the next town over. Oh, speaking of full of beans, lots of coffee beans. Coffee beans is usually in pretty high demand. There's also building materials if we want to invest that in our own town, but that's not why I'm here. We also have sugarcane, but my plan was to try to demonstrate the guns that we added to our arsenal. So I'm going to head to the next landfill over, knowing that I'm nearly out of town. Pick a fight with zombies after scavenging this landfill, and then delivering the ore to wrap things up. So one of the advantages of having, like, a bunch of people that can fight is you don't have to be bullied by attacks as much. As you can see, they didn't even get to me before I murdered them. Kind of how you want it, right? Overwhelming odds. Alright, well, we picked this spot clean. It has a salvage level of 0. At salvage level 0, all that you can pull out of it is pig iron. So if you need a lot of pig iron, you can keep scavenging empty places. I don't think it's probably worth your time, but, like, it's possible. But having some arms and ammo allow you to do a lot more scavenging before you have to call it quits because you're getting bullied by zombies. Especially if you're heading into the dead center, which is the necropolis here. Because areas like that are super dangerous. Boom! 5k scrap. And a lot of clout, too. So this is the Metropole capital, I think? Yep. This is a faction's capital. So if we take a look at the faction here, Metropole is the majority. They have a library. I think they have books as well, so buy a whole bunch of books. So many books. Which allows me to level up my companion here up to 25 crafting. And I think I am going to leave off here. Having shown a little bit of the main quests and side quest lines, building up a bit of a city, caring for your companions, fighting, a little bit of everything. And I gotta say, if you're wondering how much content there is in this game, there's a lot of replayability, and I honestly just scratched the surface because it goes pretty deep. Thank you for tuning in to Dustland Delivery, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 23rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I've asked for no backseating and also no spoilers, so thank you for respecting that. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow drivers.